This is the last word and I'm Maria Shakil. Tensions have escalated in Karnataka's Mandya district over a Hanuman flag being brought down in a village to be replaced by the tricolour. The BJP claims religious pride is hurt, while the Congress alleges hoisting the flag was an attempt to create communal disharmony. Here's what happened today.
Protests by the BJP in state capital Bengaluru as well as in Mandya after a controversy over the replacement of a Hanuman flag with the national flag on a 108 feet pole in Mandya's Keragodu village on Sunday.
Hanuman Dwaj is part of the Ram sentiment. Ramji is the most respected, celebrated god in India, and it is our right. And that Mandya Keragodu local panchayat decided to hoist 108 feet Hanuman Dwaj.
The Congress insists that permission had been sought 10 days ago to erect the national flag. After the Hanuman flag was put up, a few people had complained and the district administration replaced the religious flag with the tricolour.
ನೋಡಪ್ಪ ಮಂಡ್ಯದ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಇದ್ರ ಬಾವುಟ ಆರಿಸೋದ್ರ ಬದಲು ಭಾರತ ದೇಶದ ಬಾವುಟ ಆರಿಸೋದ್ರ ಬದಲು ಇದನ್ನ ಆರಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಅಂತಿದ್ರು ಭಗವಂತ ಜೆಂಡ ಆರಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಅದು ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅದ್ರ ಬದಲು ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ಬಾವುಟ ಆರಿಸಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ.
Tensions have escalated with saffron groups blocking the highway and burning tires. They also tore up posters of Congress MLA Ravi Kumar Gowda today. Security forces have been deployed and prohibitory orders have been imposed. The Bajrang Dal has called for a Bandh on February 9th. A religious celebration ahead of the Ram Mandir consecration took a political turn within a week. This only seems like will intensify until the Lok Sabha election. With camera person Kumar Pratibaraman in Bengaluru for NDTV.
And we debate the Karnataka conundrum. Is Mandya a law and order challenge, or is there a communal colour to this crisis? Joining me first on the show is our big newsmaker, Priyank Kharge. He is the Rural Development and Panchayat Raj Minister of Karnataka, joining me live from Bengaluru. Priyank, really appreciate your time. This is a law and order situation. Many would say that there is something more to it, since it's about the flag and the colour of the flag as well. Is there a concern in your government that this could take a communal colour?
Well, definitely this is spiraling into a law and order issue that is being created by the opposition party. I think they should be mindful of the fact that the permission that the Sri Gauri Shankar Seva Trust had asked for was only to hoist the national flag and the Karnataka flag. That was all the permission that was given for. So, and besides that, they have done things that they should not have done. And I think the BJP is fighting a battle for their existence in Karnataka, and they're trying to make this non-issue an issue.
Okay, why do you say that this is a non-issue?
See, firstly, on 29/12/2023, Sri Gauri Shankar Seva Trust has asked for permission for the flagpole to hoist only the national and the Karnataka flag in their village panchayat limits. And on 17/10/2024, the trust have signed and also submitted a covering letter on their letterhead saying that no other political or religious flag will be hoisted there except the national flag or the Karnataka flag. And on 18/01/2024, officials of the Gram Panchayat have issued a permission letter with strict conditions, again for hoisting only the national flag or the Karnataka flag. Then the trust was also informed that they should adhere to the rules of the government for hoisting the flag, follow all the directions that are stipulated, and also follow directions if any changes in rules are made by the government regarding hoisting of the flags. Then they also say in the proceedings that the hoisting of the flag should not lead to any commotion or any kind of rioting. And it was also suggested to inform the Gram Panchayat and the local police 6-7 days prior to hoisting of the flag, So when all these conditions were put, and these are conditions that are put regularly in any panchayat across the state, and they have, when the trust also have given it back in writing, we are going to just do these things. How did where did the saffron flag come from?
Okay, but your political opponents, Mr. Kharge, are accusing you of appeasement. Of course, this is about the BJP and JDS. They say that your actions are anti-Hindu.
Will the central government give me permission to permanently hoist the Panchhi flag or a Jai Bhim flag in the Prime Minister office premises or any central government office premises? Who has this conspiracy suddenly to hoist the saffron flag instead of the national flag? Who is motivating them and violating these conditions of the permission that is given? And why is BJP opposing the national flag when they did not have a permission to fly any other flag besides the ones that besides the national flag? Why is BJP opposing for doing the right thing? And I don't understand why the BJP is so keen on trying to put creed over the nation. Does BJP believe that creed is above nation? They need to answer in a simple yes or no.
Okay, my last question. By when are you hoping that the situation will normalize? Because this part of Karnataka has seen similar tensions in the past as well.
No, Mike, see, we are following the law of the land and we are here to maintain law and order. And we are strictly adhering to what has been submitted by the trust and what is written in what is permissible in the law. My question is, suddenly these people become guardians of Hindutva. In 2022, in Mysore, a temple was demolished under the watchful eye of the BJP government. Where were these self-proclaimed guardians of Hindutva? Why didn't they protest then? Suddenly, why are they protesting? The problem with the BJP government is, with the BJP party is, that the Congress government has delivered on all the guarantees. It's working well. People are content. BJP is now a divided house in the state. They are leaderless and rudderless, and they need to be in the headlines. Hence, they are stoking these controversies, which keep them in the headlines. I want to know from BJP and JDS, which is the law that the government of Karnataka has broken here.
All right, Priyank Kharge, appreciate your time. Thank you for speaking to NDTV. Let me bring in my guests now. Gopal Hosur is former IGP of Karnataka. We have Captain Ganesh Karnik, spokesperson of Karnataka BJP. Syed Asad Abbas is political analyst. We also have Parmila Nisargi, senior advocate and former chairman of Karnataka Bar Council. Captain Karnik, the question that Mr. Kharge was asking, I'm going to ask that question now to you. Why is the BJP opposing the national flag?
Good evening to all my co-panelists and to you also. And thanks for inviting me on this debate. I heard our Honorable Minister speaking about this. Part of the story is true. Yes, they gave permission. But while the permission was sought, the Seva Mandali had specifically mentioned that on National Day, that is 15th August, 26th January, and Kannada Rajyotsava Day, on the flagpole, erected in front of the Hanuman temple, they will be hoisting national flag, and on Kannada Rajyotsava Day, the Kannada flag. And on rest of the important religious function, as the flag post is in front of the temple, they said we will have the religious celebration, and it is customary, you can ask anybody, when there is a special occasion, in all temples, in Dhwajastambha, the flagpole, a flag is hoisted, flag pertaining to the deity of the temple. This is the usual practice in Karnataka, anywhere you go. Accordingly, the Endowment Department of Karnataka had sent a notice to all the temples that you have to conduct special puja on 22nd of January. On 22nd of January, this was hoisted. And the special function, 48 days of special function in Ayodhya, and they wanted to continue to have the flag in that place. If it was against the permission given, why did they permit us to hoist the flag and continue to hold the flag on the mast for next 3-4 days? Why till yesterday they were sleeping?
Okay.
This is one part.
But
secondly, he is asking who gave permission? Who gave permission to police to come and hoist a flag at 3 o'clock in the afternoon? Have you ever heard of it? anybody hoisting a flag, there is a code of ethics to hoist the national flag. They didn't do it.
Okay,
This
so
particular
who is in the
government
wrong? Gopal
has-
Osur?
One second. What I'm trying to say is, this particular government headed by anti-Hindu chief minister.
No, this is
arrested
almost like a
constables
predictable route that the
for
BJP
a
is taking
crime
now.
which happened 30 years ago.
Okay.
So they
Gopal
have
Osur,
told
please
that we are not
respond.
comfortable with the
You
Ramchandra
have
Prabhu
seen the entire
installation.
timeline. Here is the minister saying that the Gauri Shankar Trust submitted a signed copy in which they said very clearly that there will be no political flag or religious flag which will be hoisted.
That is false. That is not correct.
Okay, so you are saying
The
that is not
permission
correct.
given-
Let me speak to
permission
Mr.
given,
Hosur,
yes,
please.
they agreed-
Gopal
they
Gopal
agreed to
Hosur,
hoist
former
flag.
IGP of
Yeah,
Karnataka, now on the screen. Yes.
Thank you for inviting me to this show. I would like to take a very neutral view on this subject. Having been a police officer, I've always found that places of worship, idols of gods, desecrated statues of leaders, naming of roads, and places of worship are extremely sensitive issues. If you do, you are damned. If you don't do, you are damned. I'm purely speaking from the point of view of the police. See, this is an extremely sensitive issue. This is restricted to a small village called Keragodu in Mandya district, about 16, 17 kilometers from Mandya. Permission was granted by the panchayat to elect a flag post. And thereafterwards, flags were hoisted, of course, with restrictions that on the national days, the national flag should be hoisted. On the Karnataka Rajyotsava day, the Karnataka flag should be hoisted. Okay, after that, if the Hanuman Dhwaj was erected, I find it very intriguing that why the administration suddenly took a decision to bring it down suddenly. This could have been a dialogue between the local trust there and the panchayat department or the district administration. These are issues which need to be discussed. These are sensitive issues. You cannot take a decision overnight in such matters. I find that in this case, probably there was pressure was from some quarters and that the flag was brought down. I'm not blaming the panchayat also for this, but this required a more larger discussion.
So
between
the
people
handling
involved.
of the issue showed
Yeah.
that it could have been handled perhaps more sensitively. That's the
Yes,
point being made
definitely.
here, Abbas.
Yeah. And further,
Maria,
law and
I
order
will
is a very
address
peculiar
that
subject.
point, yes.
And very, see, you can't just apply the law into every situation. Just you can't say that this is the law, I'm going to do this. Yes, it's understood. But it is also important for the administration to understand the sensitivities involved with that situation there. And accordingly, they need to ensure that their responses are calibrated in such a way, because ultimately we want a solution. We want a peaceful solution. We want peaceful.
So the response of the administration here, the point that is being made by the former IGP here, Syed Abbas, did not really, it looked very, very reactionary rather than looking at solutions. And that is the reason why this flare-up and tension.
I'll get straight to the point, Mariaji. In fact, Shri Gopal Hosurji, who I have great respect for, has made a fantastic point. He's definitely right with respect to the police perspective. Let me rebut on the point of Mr. Karnik. Captain Karnik mentioned about, Congress party, the Siddaramaiah and the Evil government. Let me tell you, sir, cutting down to the chase, bring it down to the brass tacks, respect it, sir. The party you support or the people you're supporting, you did not have the permission for any religious flag or political flag. The permission was only given for the state Karnataka flag or the tricolor. But you, your party, your supporters did go and make the difference. Also, you need to understand, sir, nothing is above the law and order. We, irrespective of our religious beliefs, need to come under the able aegis of the Constitution and law and order. Now, the second point. Karnik Sahab also mentioned that Congress is anti-Hindu party. Respected sir, are you challenging the mandate of Karnataka, people of Karnataka? Hindus voted for Congress, Muslims voted for Congress, Lingayat voted for Congress, Kuruba voted for Congress, Vokkaliga voted for Congress. So we, the people of Karnataka, are not fools. We are intelligent enough to know who is anti-Hindu or not. And the mandate itself speaks that Congress is not anti-Hindu.
Okay.
Also, we need to understand.
No, but why is
politics
this
divides,
narrative being even brought in? There is a law and order situation which should be seen from the purely the prism as the former IGP was saying. Parmila Nisargi, you know, the entire handling of the situation, one may say that the BJP is taking a predictable route, but at the same time, the response of the administration is not really that of respecting sensibilities and the sensitivities that are involved here.
I agree with you. I just want to know who is the owner of that flag post. Who did that? Did the government take the ownership? It was not done by the flag. That was not installed by the government. At which point of time? The flag post was done by the villagers of Karagodu on their own by spending the money. This is their flag post. It is the government which is take advantage and want to come in the way. I congratulate the entire villagers of Karagodu and for the bold steps they have taken. They admit that they have given the permission to hoist the flag on a religious day. Under what provision did they give? Why did they give? What they have given? Did they say it's only for a particular day? Agreed. All right, only one. Who gave the permission for the government police officers who come and remove that flag? Who has given the permission? Who gave the permission for them to hoist the national flag? There's a limit. There's a permission is required even for a national flag. If national flag is to be respected by every citizen. So there must be method.
I'd like to counter this point of Pramila.
Who gave the permission? What? How did the chief minister give? Did Ravi Ganika give the permission? Or who gave the permission?
Okay,
everything
ma'am.
is illegal.
Ma'am, since you've asked those questions,
and the person,
we have a neutral observer here, Asad Abbas. Please go ahead, Asad, if you wish to respond.
Well, Pramila ji, you've raised a couple of questions. We need to understand, Pramila ji, myself, Gopal Hosur ji, we all come from the beautiful land of Karnataka. I'm sure Pramila ji, myself, won't want anything that leads to disharmony in this state. We need to understand we come from the land of Kuvempu and Baswanna. Ma'am, you're congratulating those people. Are you congratulating for creating disharmony? That is certainly not the way to go. I think the right way to go is like Gopal Hosur ji mentioned, there needs to be a dialogue between the administration, the government and the people concerned. Without a dialogue, all of this let loose will only create a curfew situation.
Dialogue must be by the... I agree with you.
Dialogue is the way ahead.
Yes.
Without
I
a dialogue
agree with you.
together, there is no peace and harmony.
Yes, ma'am.
Why did they not go?
Yes.
Hello.
Why
Right.
did they launch charge?
Fine, ma'am.
Why
you made
did
your
the
point.
women were launch charge?
Captain
Who
Carney,
gave the permission?
Okay.
Hello.
Captain
Who
Carney,
gave the
go ahead.
permission to launch charge the women?
Yes,
Mr.
Captain
Abbas
Carney.
is talking about harmony. The flag was hoisted on 22nd and it was brought down after a couple of days. Was there any issue of disharmony on these days? Disharmony started only when police forcefully, under the instructions from somebody, forcefully brought down the flag at 3 o'clock at an odd hour, hoisted national flag, insulting the ethics and code of maintaining a national flag. Now disharmony is created by the police. They were supposed to maintain law and order. There was no law and order issue. There was perfect harmony. Disharmony has been created by the police. The Karagodu village, there was no harmony at all. No disharmony at all. The flag was hoisted on 22nd. Yes. Why did they come and create disharmony? Why did they bring down the Hanuman flag? Why at 3 o'clock the national flag was hoisted? Who gave them the permission? Who gave them the permission to flout the norms of hoisting the national flag?
What's becoming clear, Gopal Hosur, is there are two versions of the timeline here.
No one has given.
One version which came from the state government. You heard Priyank Kharge, the minister there. The other one coming here from Parmila Nisargi and also Captain Carney.
He has no belief in God.
Ma'am, there are two versions. Let's say that there are two versions.
Has no belief in God.
So my question is that given...
They are telling.
Where do you think the administration went wrong? Ma'am, I'm going to come back to you.
Police have created disharmony.
Yeah, I think...
police have created the law and order situation.
Okay, Gopal Hosur now on the screen, please.
It went wrong because people were... Government itself is responsible.
Okay, you're
When
holding
wrong
the
by the
government
government
responsible. The
and
government
justice
says
system.
that the
They
BJP,
never
JDS
wanted
is desperate
people to be
because they are
happy.
out of power.
They never
Go ahead.
wanted
BJP,
people.
JDS came later.
Gopal Hasur. Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, all these problems, they are not new. They have happened in the past, but they have all been resolved. I think the both parties, instead of politicizing it, I think the sentiments of the local people needs to be respected, and a code of conduct for hoisting of flags. It could be Hanuman flag, it is the national flag, it is the Rajyosava flag, and all that. A code of process should be set in, and things will resolve. More complicated issues have been resolved through dialogue, from discussion, through a mature understanding of the situation.
Would you say that this is a sensitive region
So
where it
putting
has
the
happened in
BJP
the past as well, and the administration in the past perhaps has responded differently from what we are seeing this time around? And because it is being given a communal color, what could have been seen as purely a law and order crisis or a situation?
Yeah, from the law and order perspective, I would
Who has
say
given the
police is
communal
one
color?
part of the
Who has
administration.
given?
Police is just one part of the administration. There is a whole district administration available. That there is a district magistrate, there is a tahsildar, the assistant commissioner, there is a panchayat. All these people should sit together and say, how do we resolve this problem? Because we cannot allow deployment of police perpetually in a very peaceful area. So we cannot waste our resources, because politicians may say whatever it is. I would not like to join their bandwagon on this occasion, but there is definitely a way out, and the district administration should take the initiative and the lead. The ruling party and whoever is opposing it
Yes,
should
because
also
law and order is a state subject. It is the state government which is responsible for it.
Lowering an
Madam,
opposition.
Ma-
Feeling
Madam,
of the
people-
religion.
Can I add
Madam-
on to that?
Local
Mayaji?
people.
Madam, people
Ma'am,
have to get
all
it
of you
together.
cannot outshout each other because
Don't
none of
bring
you
the politics.
are able to make your point. And the
Ma-
purpose of a
Madam-
discussion
Madam-
is that all of you will get a time to make your point. Yes, Captain Karnik, let me begin
No,
with
what
you.
I'm
okay, well-
saying is a very simple point. The sensitivities of the local population need to be factored in all law and order situations.
Yes, that's right. And perhaps in this
Madam-
particular case, those
Madam-
sensitivities have not been accounted for. Please go ahead,
Madam-
Captain Karnik.
Madam, see, number one, before erecting the flag post, the people of Keregodu and the management of the temple had approached Panchayat and taken permission. If they were to create problems, they could have done it at the very beginning. Number two, they had sought permission to hoist flag and national flag and Kannada Rajyosava flag on a specific day. Third point, which I made mention initially, that in a temple, when there is a function, there is always a custom to hoist the flag pertaining to that utsav, that temple festivity. Hanuman temple, instead of hoisting some other flag, what other flag you can think of hoisting except Hanuman's flag? Fourth point. See, this did not create disharmony in the area for the next 2, 3, 4 days. There was no problem. It is only police, on behest of somebody's instruction,
Okay, can I come in?
came, lathi charge, forcefully brought down the flag. There was no BJP, there was no Bajrang Dal, there was no Hanuman Sena.
Mayaji, can I make
It
my
was the
point,
people
please?
of that area they were disturbed.
Correct.
Okay.
They were lathi charged.
Okay.
Allow me
And
to come to the point.
tell me, bringing down, okay, agreed, police, they have the power. But who gave the power to hoist national flag on a funny day without any particular incident or a festivity
Okay, I'd
at
like
3
to come
o'clock
into
in the
that.
afternoon? How can they do it?
No,
This
but,
is something.
Captain
but the
And
larger
last
question
point-
is,
last
the
point
larger
is-
question
what?
is, if the codes are not being followed in hoisting the national flag, then it can be taken up through an FIR, and that's a violation of the code, which is clearly specified. But here what is being seen is that there is a party which is out of power, and it is those desperate moves that you are trying to really, create that kind of atmosphere in the run-up to elections. Yes, Abbas, quickly, 30 seconds.
Maria, yes, quickly in 30 seconds. With all due respect to Captain Karnik, it's absolutely unfair to blame the police. The police officials of Karnataka are doing their best to keep the crowd and people in control. Second point, respected sir, I'd humbly request Priyank Kharge ji to kindly tweet the permission letters of the Gauri Shankar Trust and also the cover letter, which clearly mentioned that no religious political leaders whatsoever of the Keregodu village, Mandya district will have any such flag. That is crystal clear. Final point, respected sir, we need to understand that You need to accept. You can't be a sore loser. Your party have lost the election. There is no point in creating disturbances. Kindly accept the defeat. Come back with a better mandate next after 5 years.
Mr. Abbas,
This is not the way
Mr.
to go,
Abbas, with
sir.
due respect.
We the
Okay,
people
I have
of
to give the
Karnataka
last word to
want
the women on the
peace, harmony
panel.
and unity.
Parmila,
No, with the, Madam, with due
Pramila,
respect, I
Pramila
have to counter
Nisargi,
him.
30 seconds, quickly, ma'am.
I just want to
Quickly, ma'am.
ask him.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Did BJP create a disarmament?
I have got great respect for Mr. Abbas. I got great respect for Mr. Karnik and also Gopal Hosur. They have come out with clear theory. It's the villagers, the entire Keragodu villagers. They wanted to worship God. They wanted to hoist the flag of Anjaneya. Nothing wrong. No, entire thing was peaceful, harmonious. But overnight, who gave this permission to remove
Okay,
the
so
flag?
a lot of
from the
unanswered
hoist?
questions
Flag
there. Thank you
code.
so much for joining
Everyone
us,
is
Gopal
supposed to know
Hosur,
the law.
Captain Karnik, Syed
Everyone
Abbas,
knows the law.
and Pramila
Yes.
Nisargi.
Yes.
This debate on NDTV.com. That's all from me. Thanks so much for watching.